Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for one other interesting bit on stock market trading. Today, we are going to see how quants, the quantitative traders, do use a lot of statistics, programming, and in the market, there is going to be a lot of stocks which are going to go up in a particular day and a lot of stocks which are going to go down. But how to select those particular stocks? How will you know how to bet on those particular stocks before the market opens? Have you ever wondered when you are in the market in the intraday trying to do intraday trading, you might have invested in a particular stock, and you see that the stock is not at all moving. It's staying at the same place for the entire day or days together, while the other stocks that you are looking at is flying by. If you have felt it, I started searching for ways to find stocks that are moving. Quantitative traders do that especially. They use the bar charts similar to those shown in the front, and they run programs to find the stocks. When you can get the data from the various data providers out there, this program that you are seeing in front of you, the Excel sheet, can be programmed using VBA, and it can be run on universe of stocks. When you can do this for 3,000 to 4,000 stocks, it is going to take hardly 10 to 15 minutes for a high power computer with 8 GB RAM and a i5 core processor. Does it seem surprising? Hopefully not. If it is still surprising for you, kindly do some research. You will find there is a lot of information on various websites out there. The reason why I'm sharing this information here is that you don't need to worry when you lose money in the stock market. There is always a better way to make the profit. Trading is about buying low and selling high. It's not about sticking with particular stock or particular idea or a particular system. Be ready to change. Be fluid, and quantitative traders are extremely good at that. Try quantitative trading for some days and see whether it helps you, whether it suits your psychology, and then maybe move on to newer and better trading options and trading strategies. Coming to the core point that I'm trying to make, like a pickup artist who approach at least the 3,000 to 4,000 ladies in a year. Believe me, there are not just male pickup artists, there are female pickup artists too. Guys, beware. When such artists come and approach you and try to charm you and seduce you, you may not know where you are going to end up. So does the shares that the quantitative traders end up buying. However, after all this, quantitative traders are really good at what they do. They bring liquidity to the market. What I mean by liquidity, when you enter into a market, there has to be someone to either buy or sell from you. If there is no one to buy or sell from you, you're stuck with your stock. What are you going to do with it? You might get really upset and you might be ready to sell it at any rate that comes. If that is the case, you might end up offering lower and lower price for the share that you are having. And as someone comes into the market, they might hit your offer at a lower price. And the same way, when you are looking for buying a particular share, you might end up bidding for higher and higher price. When you see that bid, and when you hit it, you will end up making the profit. Buy low, sell high. If you still can't understand that bidding and offering part of this particular video, please pause it, re-look at it. Why I'm telling this is one of the most important aspect of liquidity. When the market is extremely liquid, the difference, the spread between the bid and the offer is very, very small. For stocks which are very small in value, say 30 to 50 rupees or 30 to even 1,500 rupees, the bid and the offer spread is not more than 50 paise. However, there are certain stocks which are illiquid which has more than 5 to 10 rupees of difference between their bid to offer price. You will be surprised. As I am telling this to you, if you are looking at the video as the market is running, just open up some illiquid stocks and see how the bid and the offer price is different. Here itself I am showing that bid and offer price, which is much more different than what you can see in a regular stock and share. Finally, there is nothing wrong in being a quantitative trader. The quantitative trader gets paid by both fundamental as well as the technical traders. They are paying it for the liquidity offered by the quantitative trader. The fundamental traders are paying for the liquidity offered by the quantitative traders. The market is a place where you can sell or buy liquidity. Apart from the quantitative traders, there are other traders like market makers, dealers, brokers. They too act like quantitative traders only. They act like a quantitative trader because they work on certain set of stocks only, but they know completely about the price action of that stock. They are inherently quantitative in nature, but they are very much attached to whatever they have. They might change their stocks time to time based on the inventory that they have. They are most of the time not very much attached to whatever they are selling or buying. I hope this particular vid showed you how the market liquidity moves from one particular person or one particular type of trader to a different type of trader, or even between markets. Also, you must be understanding right now why there is lots of brokerages coming into the market. The more the brokerage come into the market, the more new money is going to enter into the market through new traders. And new traders like you and me really don't understand what exactly going on behind the screen. Hopefully this video was informative enough. Stay tuned. The next is going to be about fundamental trading. And believe me, that's one of the most interesting and rewarding trading activity that you can do for your life. With that, stay tuned for some more videos soon.